All right, welcome back to the second video. In this video, we're going to talk about creating new users, new groups, doing some navigation, and making directories and files. So I'm essentially on a server. I just did the update. I just did the upgrade. The server's a brand new server. It's out on the web. If I wanted to, I can make a website and go out to the website and look at it. So my first command I'm going to use is clear. Okay, and what that's going to do, clear. It's going to just clear the screen. Okay, now the next command I want to do is pwd, and that's present working directory. And what I want to do is see where I am right now. So this is home Ubuntu is the home directory for this user called Ubuntu. If I type in cd and hit enter, that means go to this directory, the home directory for this user, what user I am. So if I do pwd again, it still says home and Ubuntu. So now I want to make a new user. And to make a new user, it's simply sudo, which means super user do once. So when I want to do something that's like administrative, you want to use sudo as the keyword. Okay, sudo and then add user, that's all one word, and the username. So we're going to do Woody. Okay, sudo add user Woody. And it asks for a password. And I ask for the password again. It doesn't blink, it doesn't move, the cursor just stays there. Notice it just created a home directory called Home Woody, okay, and it made a group called Woody also. So now I'm going to hit enter, and I'm going to ignore the full name, room number, work phone, home phone, other, and just hit yes. And now I have a new user, okay. If I want to log in as that user, I just su or switch user, and I can type in Woody, and I type in the password, okay. Now I can do cd and pwd. Notice it takes me into his home directory for Woody, home Woody. Okay, so at this point, I don't want to be logged in as Woody. I just type exit, and it takes me back out of Woody, and now I'm back into Ubuntu. Okay, so that's how you make a user. I'm going to clear this screen. And now I want to add a group. The group is simply sudo add group, and we'll call it Toy Story. And that's it. It's done. So now I have a group called Toy Story. Okay. Let's go ahead and create some directories. Now, if I look where I am right now, there's no files or directories here. So I'm going to say, where am I? I'm in Ubuntu, home Ubuntu. Let's just go up a level. So navigation wise, if I want to move up a level, it's cd ... Now, notice I'm in home. Okay, pwd, I'm just in home. So cd space ... That will take me up a level. Okay, change directory space ... I could also, let's go back to his home directory. Now notice I'm in home Ubuntu. I could also just say cd space /h and hit the tab key. Okay, and that would say cd go home. When I hit tab, it auto completed home and finished with that / at the end. I hit enter, and now notice it took me back also to home. Okay, so that's another way to do it. You can do / cd / if I just do cd / it's going to take me to the absolute root. So right now it takes me back to root. That's the / That means it's like saying the C drive, kinda, in Linux, and it just takes you right to root. If I do a ls here, it lists all the directories, otherwise known as folders, on my main hard drive. Okay, we'll keep it simple. So I'm going to go back to cd, and that takes me back to his home directory. Okay, and now I want to go back to just home. Okay, and I'm going to hit clear. So now that I'm in his home directory, I want to make another folder. Okay, and I want to make a folder for Woody, but I want to call the folder, let's call it Army Men. Okay, so here, if I just do mkdir Army Men, it's going to throw an error. It's going to say, hey, you can't make this here. You don't have the right permissions. Because Ubuntu, although he's pretty powerful, doesn't have the right permissions unless he does it as sudo. So sudo mkdir Army Men. And Ubuntu is part of the sudo list, so he can make those sudo things. Now army men is there. If I do an ls-l space -l and look at it, it will tell me there's 3 folders there, one for Ubuntu, one for Woody, and one for army men, and these are who owns it. Because I did it as sudo, root, the person that created it, Ubuntu, root is the owner and the group. So this is the owner and this is the group. Because I use sudo, root, this says sudo super user do once or do it as the root user. Okay, so that's why root owns it. Okay, so if I want to change that, that's not in this. That is not in this video. I'll do that in the next video. I'll talk about changing users and groups and stuff. But notice also that these 3 are blue. That's because they're directories. You can tell they're a folder or a directory because of this D in front of the permissions. Okay. Now let's go ahead and make a file. To make a file, you just touch it. So I'm gonna touch, and I don't remember what Woody's friends' names were, but let's just go with dog. Okay, I'm gonna touch the dog. Again, permission denied. Sudo. Now I'm gonna touch the dog. Okay, and if I do an ls-l, again, root owns dog, and I know it's not a directory because it has a dash there. Okay, so root owns dog because root made dog. Okay, and this tells you when it was created and how big it is. Okay, so in this video, we talked about auto tab, we talked about directories, we talked about files, and we talked about users, how to make users and how to make groups. All pretty easy now.